feet from the center of the road, and the right-hand side of the building will be, I believe, 68. So I mean 7 feet on one side.
On one side?
Because the road is not on a straight, it's a slant.
Oh, yeah. Is there anybody here on that? You mind coming up here and show me where you're putting it at on us? That's an old picture, really old. Yeah, this is it. So it will be sitting here, and this side of it is 7 feet short from the river. The other side's plenty good. So you're taking that fence out? No, we're gonna be, that's the neighbor's fence. Okay. This is the property from the left, over the driveway. Okay, right over there. Yeah, it's gonna be lined up with the building. Okay. Maybe like 8 feet between that one corner. Yeah, the slant, so that building's there, how far are you gonna be from that building? 8 feet. Okay. It makes sense to me. Did you see, want to see what he?
Yeah, let me see. Good.
He's putting it like right here, 8 feet from this building here. It's gonna be in front of this building here.
Yeah. So Highway 7 sign will be, that sign will be close.
Oh, I see.
County road.
So the road kicks right there.
Mm-hmm. It's going to end up closer there, ain't it? In one spot.
Yeah, that's where he said it kicks us. Just need that 8 feet.
That 330 runs in a slant, that cuts me off 7 feet.
Yeah.
Because we're not close to the highway at all.
Is it going to be an obstruction in the road? I mean, if you build it,
No, I wouldn't think so.
It's not obstructing the view of anything,
Yeah.
it's not.
There's no drainage issues or anything like that?
No. Nothing in the ground or anything. We already have those.
He'll still have to go through the proper permitting for the manufactured home.
yeah.
I just need to make sure I can leave 7 feet before I go any farther.
I want to make a motion.
I make a motion to pass it.
A second.
All in favor? We're good to go, buddy. Just
Yep.
So we-
I'll give you a go back and let you know.
He doesn't make a motion.
Okay,
No,
I'm good to get 7 feet.
yes, you're good with that part.
It's just me.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh, boy. This will get bad.
All right, third item's on hold. Fourth item of business will be the variance request of Joseph Yoder. The survey was completed on his property that is located at 7660 North County Road 900 West, Elizabethtown. And it shows that where the house sits is under 1 acre. And a .01 of an acre variance is needed to meet the 1 acre lot size requirement.
He's here, I think he's out there.
Joseph, are you here?
Yep, right here.
Oh,
Can
there
you
he
come up?
Yep.
You guys already have copies of the survey?
is. Yes.
Okay.
They don't actually have it, the survey, but they've got a,
Got a picture.
the GIS map.
Okay, so here's the survey as it was completed by the Gonzalez Group, formerly FPDH.
So that's what we got?
Yeah, that's
We
what-
got that.
We are welcome to mark those up as you need. So, as you can see, the solidly marked lines on there are the legal property boundaries, and the dash and X line is the existing fence. I have a verbal agreement with the neighbor that they will sign a quitclaim to adjust the property boundaries to where they have been understood to have been for the past 150 years. But the result of that will have the property being 0.9 acres, or 0.99, and we need a 0.01 acre variance to make it within the legal boundaries. And yes, the GIS shows 3 parcels when there's actually only 2.
Anybody here? Is there anybody here?
We have additional information on that property.
Do you mind sitting down and have him come up? Do you mind coming up here? Go ahead and state your name if you would, please.
Your Honor, this should not be a problem because it was surveyed back in 1968 with 1 acre at .27. I have a record of that, and I can give that to you and let you look at it.
That sucker's old.
The Rock Creek Methodist Church was built in 1871, and they were celebrating again in 1996, and it's still there today. This Rock Creek Methodist Church survey in 1968 was done by Buell Wilson, the land surveyor. There was 1.27 acres in that survey. The posts are there, the steel posts are still there, and there should not be any changes or records that need to be surveyed again, because you're coming up with less acreage, and you've got more acreage here with 1.27 in 1968. You have a copy right there to prove it, of the survey. Now, whoever did this last survey for you did not do it correctly. You still have an acre .27. It shouldn't be a problem. The post is still there, and you've got parentheses on it, and from the original one right here.
Methodist Church.
This is all in. So how from this
He hired.
but he didn't put the records of the past.
Well,
Well, that's
You
what I'm
can have
asking.
10 surveyors and they can give you 10 different,
Measurements.
views and opinions, and we can't dispute that.
Well,
So,
if you go by the one in 1968,
New survey is,
saying he has more, I mean, I would recommend is still going ahead and approving what he's requesting, and if he has more, that's great. If he doesn't, then he's covered. That's kind of how I would look at it. It's the job of the surveyor to do that research, not us. And they're saying he doesn't have what he needs, so that's totally up to
Yeah.
you.
so what we can do is we can take this survey to the surveyor. We can tell him to make these the new property lines instead of what I had roughly told him based on that.
And then if something happened between then and now, and we're not aware of it, at least if we prove it tonight, then he's still covered if it finds out that this is true and accurate of what the survey brought before us tonight. Otherwise, if this tends to be what it really is, then he's got more property than what he thought he had. So either way, you would come out ahead.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're right and his surveyor can find that that is the one that needs to go. I don't know. A lot could have happened between that time and when he done it
and
recently.
see, there's more stuff here. That's in the deeds. More records right there.
Did you have a boundary survey done? Or-
Yes, yeah, that is what it
Yeah,
says up
so-
there. That is what Chase told me that he did, was a
Yeah,
measurement of the legal boundaries.
yeah. So I would recommend taking what he has back and researching it. And if it does come out that this is what it is, we're covered. And if it doesn't, you've got more property than what you thought, so.
Works out for me.
And we appreciate you sharing
Yeah.
that with us.
You can have that.
I have copies.
Okay.
I have copies.
So he could take
You can
those
take those with you?
copies?
Yes,
Okay,
Thank you.
this one is the original.
okay, you hang on to that
Yeah,
one.
don't lose that.
Right, and I put it on there.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Is that kind of?
Did you get that? Yeah. Yeah. Nope, you
Nope.
got them, they're all yours.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because obviously you want to take that back and have it checked out, because you may
Yeah.
have more than what you thought you did, so. But in case you don't, then if they approve this tonight, you're covered.
I approved to give him his variance for the 1 acre lot permit for
So
this,
for the first,
for his manufactured home.
okay.
I second it.
First and second, all in favor? Yep, you're good to go. Like she said, just take that.
Make sure to follow up with your surveyor
I
on that.
will. I'll send in that email tonight.
Gotta give him all
Thank you for
Oh,
putting
I'm supposed to
that
read it?
that out.
that. I gotta give him what they said.
All right, the fifth item of business will be special use home-based business request. Rebecca Sawyer, her plans are to build a 216 square foot building located at 9915 West County Road, 1100 South, Crothersville, where she will sell merchandise and vegetables. Her hours of operation of the business will be Tuesdays through Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. There will be no employees. There will be off-street parking available.
So you'll have a letter in your packet from the, cell tower, place. Have they contacted you anymore? Okay, so I spoke with them, I explained what was going on. I don't think there's anybody here with them. And originally, they had an issue after I explained where everything was gonna be and where parking was gonna be. I did not hear back that it was still an issue. But that is the letter they submitted prior to me letting them know what she was doing and where she was placing the building and where her parking was gonna be. I would assume that if there was still an issue, they would have someone represented here, or they would have submitted something else, so that's kind So you might just
Yeah, just kinda
inform them what
explain,
you're
yeah.
gonna do and go from there.
Yeah, so it's just gonna be like a little farm stand. This is 12 by 18. It's gonna be off the side of my yard. I have parking. I have not heard from the radio tower, but, so I own the front, they own right behind me, 10 acres, and then another guy owns like 140 around us. So I think the issue or the concern was, there's always been a 30-foot easement to the west. I've never bothered it, it's always been there. I've known that for 29 years I've lived there. But when the guy inherited the 140 acres, there comes some confusion, so I think that was their concern, to just make sure I wasn't building, since they had already had some issues with a little bit of legality on that with the other guy. They were just probably covering their bases to make sure I wasn't building my building in the middle of their easement.
And I think that talking to them, that's
Yeah,
right.
what he did was he went in and cleared his part of the easement all the way down his property. And it's always been open on my front. It's about, I don't know, 202 feet or so. It's always been clear road. They can drive back to the tower. So I think they just want to make sure their access was still available.
And she's totally on the
I'm on
opposite side.
the east side.
I couldn't see them being that much traffic, you know, they were worried about traffic or.
There's
you know,
no
road.
traffic.
Yeah, I
It's
couldn't
still
see,
gravel road.
it'd be like posies and pumpkins, people just pull off there, get what they need and leave.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't have an issue with it.
Appreciate it.
Like I said, they've not contacted us again to say that it's still an issue, so.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve it.
No second.
We got a first and a second. Yep, we're good to go.
Thank
Just
you.
make sure you
I
get.
appreciate it.
Submitted good
Yeah.
yours.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you so much.
We're closed Friday, so if you don't
Okay.
want me to.
The sixth item of business will be variance request of Jeremy Oaks of Vita Investment Group LLC. He plans to build a 1,050 square foot home located at 327th Street, North Vernon. The lot size is 7,503 square feet, and a 2,497 square foot variance is needed to meet the 10,000 square foot minimum lot size requirement. The lot width is 85.7 and 9.3 variances, and a 9.3 variance is needed to meet the 95 foot minimum lot width requirement for a corner. All other setbacks will be met. Jeremy?
Hello, my name is Jerry Oaks. I'm seeking a variance for this lot size since it is a little too small for the 10,000 square feet. And I did bring some pictures. So this is what's it currently. Nice little 1960s trailer. And then here's the layout. GIS lines and then view it. And what we're gonna build on it.
Where's it gonna sit? You gonna put it right here, pretty much in the middle?
Yeah, it's gonna face Summit Street. So here's Summit, so it'll be, yeah, it'll face right here, and then I think we're gonna have a garage right next to it.
And you met your setbacks from both roads?
Yes.
So it's on the opposite side of this trailer, right?
Yeah, we're removing the trailer.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Okay, because I went by there and I was like, that's kind of, must be going to sit in there. Okay, you remove the trailer.
Will be removed.
All right.
We'll build a new stick-built structure there.
Okay.
Don't dress that corner up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm, yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Mhm. I approve to give him his variance for the, to build a 1050 square foot home located 27th Street, North Vernon.
Yeah, I'll second it. I think, like she said, it's gonna clean that corner up, so. We'll go first and second. All in favor? We good to go then?
Thank you.
Seventh item of business will be the variance request of Bryant Lehman of Lehman Properties. Mr. Lehman plans to build a home located at 5325 East US Highway 50, Butlerville. The lot size is 9,200 square feet and a 791 square foot. Variance is needed to meet the 10,000 square foot minimum lot size requirement. The lot width is 71.9 and a 21.3 or 23.1. Variance is needed to meet the 95 foot minimum lot width requirement for a corner. All our setbacks will be met. Aye.
My name's Jessica Rischer. I'm with FC Tucker, and I'm representing Land Properties on this bill. And there used to be a home there on the corner, and we're just going to build a shotgun home there facing Highway 50, and no setbacks are met other than we're needing a 791 square foot area. He's built lots of these around the county now. You can see where the house used to be there.
Yeah.
There's somebody here on this one.
Okay. Is there anybody here on this?
It's on the vacant lot there on that corner and it's facing the highway, isn't it? Okay, yeah, the one I thought it was, okay. Yeah, something's been there before and they tore it down, looks like.
When they tore down there?
That's what I said, looks like they might have tore down something.
So this is Ryan, the estate of Ryan Wilkerson. He bought this lot at tax sale. So now his
I
dad.
think we tore a house down.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think
It's
so,
been a
too.
while
Yeah.
back, but I remember that
Yeah.
corner, so,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I think there was a house there before when I tried to
Yeah,
go by
there
it, it's
was.
right there on the corner, it faces the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second, oh, go ahead.
I'll second it.
All in favor? You're good to go.
Sorry about the delay in a couple of weeks.
All right, the eighth item of business will be variance request of Sasha McDonald. Her plans are to sell the property located at West County Road 400 South, North Vernon. The lot width for this location is 130 feet, and a 20-foot variance is needed to meet the 150-foot minimum lot width requirement. The requirement can be found in Jennings County. Sasha?
Yes.
Remember, this one was tabled, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
remember.
level, yeah.
Yeah.
Still the same. Who else is here on that? You guys?
So, we're still requesting this variance. I did bring copies of the soil survey and the approval through the health department for the septic plan for this property that we got completed. And then on some of the other concerns, I did bring a picture of them and everything's labeled down here. So this is our property marker to the west. This is the Ball residence. Our property marker to the east, as you can see, there's nobody. This is the view of the road to the east of the nearest neighbor. That is on up the road of the Fox's property where their house resides. This is across the street. There's no houses across the street. And then I did an aerial view with the road frontage and approximately where the build site would be, where we have the septic laid out for this. And the overall map here, this is our approximate build site right here. This is the Ball residence and this is the Fox's. So we're not encroaching on anybody's property.
You want to see these?
Yeah, I like to look at it.
Yeah, he went here. He
Yeah.
wasn't here last time.
Well, I went down, I went down there. Yeah. No, it was not.
be doable.
You might let the others,
Hmm.
you might let the public get the
You guys got anything you wanna say? Yeah.
Yeah, one last thing is, on this property, with it only being 130 foot wide, where that clearing is, it would be a perfect shotgun property for either a smaller home, or if you turn the home sideways. There's a lot of different things with still meeting the requirements on the sides. There is plenty of area in that area to build.
Did you understand what she was talking about?
Yeah.
The only thing that they're requiring is that it has to be 150 feet wide at the building site. That's the only thing they're asking for, and they don't meet that.
Yeah, it'll meet that.
Mhm.
It don't meet that.
No, that's why they're asking for the,
20 foot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and state your name and,
Yeah.
Aaron Fox, on the 40 acres to the east of this property in question.
Well,
Could
just-
ask if I had an opinion.
Yeah, just go ahead and give us your thoughts.
because we do have a member that wasn't here the night this was heard, so.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, my argument is not to have the house built within the 130-foot property that they have. If the law is 150, I assume we keep it that way. I've been there 16 years, and I'm not really looking for a new neighbor.
You live like on the hill right up there, it's got the F on the,
Yes, ma'am.
okay.
So are you planning on building a house back there, or you just want to sell it, so?
So what we were planning on doing is we were planning on selling it. We were planning on selling it. We had a buyer that was going to build a house. That buyer, in waiting on the variance, has put a hold on that to wait and see the variance goes through, because they were wanting to put a small home on it and move down, relocate down here from Anderson. So that was the plan. Originally, no, we were not planning on that, but some things have changed. So that's what we're trying to get the variance so it can be built upon. You know, we don't, whoever comes in, you know, if this buyer comes in and does decide to build on the property, he would have to obviously meet the guidelines. We just need that variance for that to even be a possibility.
It's not a buildable lot until they get that variance, is what she's saying.
So technically, we'd still give it to her, but it doesn't really mean that they can build on it, correct?
No, it's just right now, like, they would have to come in and apply for a variance too. So in order for her to make it marketable, she went ahead and got the variance, or trying to get the variance for the 150 feet. So if they bought it and they come in, they would have to apply for that variance as well. They still have to meet all their setbacks, but this part of it would be already taken care of, that they could build there, but they still got to meet setbacks that are required.
In plain English, I don't know political land. It just means that the seller can get more money. That's all that really is. They're not going to build it on it. They had no use. They had no intention to when they paid $7,000 for it. They just want to make money. Public record is $7,000 for 3 years. They're asking 30 for it. It's not benefiting anybody in that area, just the person that bought it.
You go ahead and state your name if you don't mind.
I'm Lexi Dow. I am representing the McDonald's. I'm just gonna have to counteract like what he had to say. I mean, if the tables were turned and we own the property as well, he would be trying to do the same thing. At the end of the day, we have had the property priced relatively well. It's 2.85 acres. We were asking $28,500, 10 grand an acre, which is relatively cheap considering other properties. So it's not just a money game. Anybody that can snatch up cheap land does it as well. But there's good intentions going behind this. We're trying to do everything the right way, even when other people doesn't, so that's just all I have to say, so thank you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Obviously, it is a money racket. The realtor was here. 3 acres of junk down in the woods. It was bought with intentions to make money off of it. I bought my property 16 years ago with intentions to raise my family.
When we first purchased the property, we did pay $7,000 for it. Our intent was, it was gonna be a weekend getaway. A place to get away from our house. We live about 15 minutes from there. A place to get away from our house, hang out in the woods. It's got a creek running through the back of it. That was our total intent. After that, my mom passed away, Dad got sick, there was a lot going on. Wasn't an option. Now the land sits. We have no use of the land, so in this, we paid $7,000. We also paid a company $1,500 to come in and clean it up because there was a lot of trash and junk on it. On top of that, we paid another company $2,500 to come in and put a driveway on it and make sure the driveway was stable. If we were just wanting to flip money or flip the property for money only, we wouldn't have made improvements. That was our whole intent, was to keep it. Just things have changed now, so that's why we're moving this direction to sell.
I think if you look at your 5 things that you approve a variance on, it's none of our business whether somebody's making a profit or not making a
Right.
profit. That's not what we look at.
Right.
I'm not trying to say either way, but I'm just saying if you look at those standards that you approve a variance on, that's really none of our business. Is there anybody else that wants to speak on this?
I did have one question. I believe in the last meeting, you guys said something about, walk it or look at it or something. Did that get done?
I drove by it.
Yeah, I just went by there.
Well, we go by.
I
we
didn't go
by
back
all the
there.
time cruising, and my dog. You know, I know. That's what I said. I knew exactly where you lived.
Yes, she said, I said, do you live there where the S sign is?
I cruise the country. I cruise the country. No, I go by these places. I go by there.
Anybody else?
Do I need to go up there?
Or if you're not able to, you're fine.
No, it's fine, it's fine. My feeling on it, I'm just sitting here listening. I haven't got a horse in this race at all. The county has variance laws for a reason. If we go changing those too much, why have the laws?
Well, I'd have to counter that because they just changed a bunch of them.
I know,
That's the
I
reason we
agree.
have the variance,
I agree.
is so that if there is an issue, because when we initially bought this property, we were told, and shame on us, we were told that we only needed an acre to build a property. We didn't scroll down 5 more pages to find out the law.
We didn't know.
So because we, like she said, we bought it for that particular reason. So the reason there's a variance, in my mind, is that if there is an issue, that we can rectify that and move on. I mean, because if you look up the county, there's hundreds of properties that are less than even the 130,000, the 20-foot variance that we're asking for. And Richard would know.
So part of Indiana State Code is you have to allow, that's why this board's created, to allow somebody to petition what they can't meet. So then they have to, as non-political and not affiliated politically, make that decision based on the 5 standards that they're giving. That's why I said, somebody making money, that's none of our business.
Right.
It's not we don't care. That's not what they're here to decide on. They're here to decide on if it's injurious to public safety, is it going to affect the property value of adjoining neighbors, is there some reason why they can't, well, yeah, because they can't sell it because it doesn't meet that 150 feet. Should it have ever been surveyed off to not meet those standards earlier in the years? Probably, but here we are, we're dealt with something that was probably done years ago, right? And maybe done before the ordinances were even passed. So, I mean, does it fit in the comprehensive plan? And it says we need housing, so, I mean, that's what this board has to look at when they're making decisions on all variances. And I agree, we've given set of rules, but that's why there's this avenue that somebody can come in and apply for, because they can't meet those certain restrictions or whatever at the time.
Then I have to agree with the gentleman back there in the corner. You know, he may not want neighbors, and that's fine. I ran into the same thing. I had to pay a few extra dollars to buy some ground that I wanted to keep some neighbors away. So it's kind of a tip.
Yeah, I mean,
thing.
we all get in that situation
Exactly,
wherever
exactly.
we buy, although you're across the road, right?
No, he's,
They're on the same side.
Yeah, we all have.
You're not adjoining.
he's just up the
Or
road.
are you?
Yes, on two sides,
Do you adjoin their property on two sides?
on the east and south.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, I mean.
Just
again,
my feeling, once you open the can of worms, it's open.
Yeah, I mean, we deal with it every month. So
I know.
It's
I
just, you
should
gotta
listen
take
and
it
not-
case by case, and they have to make that the best decision based on what the 5 things they have to vote on.
Better you guys than me, because I know what I do.
And unfortunately, we have 3 tonight. Normally,
Yes.
we have 5,
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Either they all have to agree and it passes, or it's denied, or,
Yeah, in this situation here, it makes it kind of difficult. You know, I mean, what makes sense of it? With, the rules that are laid out for us. So what really makes sense, you know?
But what's going to happen when someone buys it down the road, they'll put a house, then they want to put an outbuilding, then they want to put this, and now they're really in a can of worms.
they still have to meet,
They-
they still have to meet our requirements.
Even for a shed or.
This,
anything.
yeah, anything they put, they've got to get a permit for. So they still got to meet the requirements. This is just one piece of their requirement. I mean, you can't even touch the property right now with any type of building without this variance, so.
Marie, one thing, even without the variance, we are still able to sell the property, but just it would not be able to be built on. So regardless, it can still be put back on the market and to be sold.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And even if the next person comes and they decide they have that opportunity to apply for a variance as well. Yeah, it's not, we're not avoiding you selling it, it's just whether that person can, whoever can build on it.
Right. No, I understand, I'm just like, regardless or not, it's gonna be up for sale,
Right.
so. And that gives all the neighbors opportunities, if they don't like it, to buy it back, or to buy it.
And we gave that opportunity before we ever listed with the realtor.
And we had, the balls almost 2 years and at a greatly reduced price. I mean, like almost 13,000.
Well, again, we don't want to hear
Yeah,
about yours.
No.
No, I got
But
you.
that opportunity was given before we ever listed
Yeah,
with the realtor.
They're just here to decide whether they
Exactly.
want to do the variance or not.
Yeah, I guess that's my issue, is it can be sold no matter what, and if whoever buys it, first of all, nobody's guaranteed they're gonna build on it. Second of all, they're gonna come right back in here and ask for it. Right? They can
I
come
mean,
in and
they
ask,
would have
come
to.
ask, they can come in and ask, so we're gonna be sitting here again, you know what I mean?
I make the motion to give her the variance for a 130-foot, 20-foot variance needed to meet the 150-foot minimum lot requirement. Did I say it all right? Okay.
Yeah, I second it. I mean, no matter what, if somebody buys it, they're gonna build, I think no matter what, there's gonna be a place built there if somebody wants a place built there. I mean, civil stuff, so. We got a first and a second.
Vote.
Well, I went by the property, so, it's going to be difficult to do much there.
It is, you're exactly right, it is.
Again, they still have to meet all the
Right.
requirements.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It's not,
And let's say, they do get in there and they don't, they're gonna have to come back before the
yeah,
board and ask
yeah,
for
we're
the
gonna see
variances
this, we're gonna
for
see this again no
setbacks or
matter what.
whatever. Or minimum square footage of the house. Right now, the minimum's 950, so if they build smaller, they're gonna have to come in and ask for a variance for that. So,
Right.
the only thing you're approving is just the variance for the lot width, and that's it. If you just decided to make.
Okay.
All in favor? Yep. We're good, so.
And keep in mind, if somebody does come in and apply for those variances, you will be
Yeah,
notified as
it's,
well.
I mean, like I said, we're gonna see this again no matter what.
Thank you, guys.
Yep. Any old business or new business?
I think you did right.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Do what?
Thank you.
I think you did right.
Have we heard from the people on 400 North? Tempest?
About what?
They didn't,
The building being too close to the property line.
Oh, I think that's for next month, but it was in the paper, wasn't it in the
Oh,
paper?
it'll be next.
It'll be
month.
next, because this was from, what,
Yeah,
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, this was,
Yeah, but I think it was in there, was it?
are you adjoining property owner?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
here a couple months ago too.
So our next meeting is, did you get something or you're just questioning about it?
They got tabled a month or so ago. When it's supposed to be the following month.
The mini barn.
3 feet.
Okay.
Paid over. I think it wasn't in the paper too, that it was you were gonna have it next, well, our July meeting. This is our June, see, we couldn't have it.
What, it was on 400 North,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Regina Mash.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now. So, she didn't show up. She didn't request to be on future agendas. It's been opened up as a complaint. If things aren't resolved, then we will have it before the area plan board, which is a different board, and they will have a hearing on it. And if she doesn't comply at that point, it will file legal action to have it removed. It's there now, right? Yeah.
did she have a permit to do that?
So that's why we went ahead and opened up a complaint on it, so we can follow the procedures we have to, and then if she doesn't comply, then we'll file legal action to have it removed. So,
Yeah, and if they've done any other thing with it too,
and we can't, this board can't hear anything unless they have representation of somebody with that, so
Yeah.
she just didn't show up. She didn't call to get put back on the agenda, so I opened up a complaint on it, so.
Special use
Uh-huh.
citation. Years and years ago, I lived on 950. There was a request for the junkyard. They give it a special use. The guy said he'd done race cars, and they give him like 25 limit that he could put on the property. Well, he went over that. How do they monitor those special use?
So, we do the best we can.
But most people just say,
Yeah, I mean, if I'm aware of it and I can go back and look, I can address it. Obviously, we don't have a staff to go out and address every single one. Normally, the neighbors keep us up to date and will let us know if they're out of violation.
that's what I have.
Yeah, so-
Or breaking, or changing the laws.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you feel they're out of violation and you want to call the office, we'll pull that and see what the special use was for. And if they are truly in violation, we'll bring them back in before APC, which is a different board, because then it becomes a complaint and it's a violation, and we can address it. Those are still, even though it's 10 years ago, they're still in effect.
Cheryl was here at the time.
Well, it's still in effect. Matter of fact, I just went to court last week on a gentleman who signed an agreement back in, it was in the 90s, right? And he is totally out of compliance now. And I brought that paperwork with me to court, and the judge said, you signed it. This is what you have to do. So it's still bound by that property if it's the same owner. Special uses go with owners, not property, okay?
So if he sold it to special use and discontinued, the guy can do whatever he wants?
No, he would have to apply himself to have his special use.
Say there's already 50 junk cars on it.
Now, if we're talking a salvage yard, we could be talking something different. It depends on if it was rezoned for that. If
It
you-
wasn't.
Okay, if you have an impound or a junkyard, that is a special use through zoning,
Yes.
okay? So if it was rezoned, then it can stay as a
Which
junkyard.
it was, I don't know. I've been watching it. But
Yeah. But if you want to call, I'm out the rest of the week. If you want to call me on Monday, we can look it up and I can kind of let you know what's going on with it. I may have to do a little digging, but we've got all records from when area plan first started, so I'll find it.
I mean, to me, laws are laws are laws. So,
You're
but-
correct.
And I understand they have to be changed, and you guys did right tonight.
You have to
That was a
allow
rough
that
one.
opportunity to,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
All right, I'll make a
Call me
motion we
Monday and
adjourn.
we'll take care
You're
of it.
okay. I'll second.
All in favor?
Brian, what you got accessory for?
Had a hip put
You
in.
had a hip put in?
Last Tuesday.
Oh, you did? Oh, my goodness.
Well, you're doing pretty good to be out and about.
Yeah.
He's got that,
Getting worse.
he's got that infection.
Yeah, staph infection.
Oh,
That's bad.
my goodness, you guys
My
taking...
husband had that and he had 3 hips put in just a matter of 15
my.
moves.
He can't even get out of bed by himself.
Turn that upside down for you like that.
You find a way. You guys take